everything changes.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Today is September 29th, 2019. It is Sunday, the 29th. Today is beautiful Sunday here in Florida, and I wanted to make sure that you guys are ready for fourth quarter, which tomorrow is our last day in third quarter, last day of September, and then we start with October 1st on Tuesday. So with that said, you need to be prepared, and I want to go over some of the mistakes I've been seeing people make, new sellers for one, people that maybe this is their first fourth quarter, maybe you've been selling throughout the summer and the fall, and this is going to be your first Christmas holiday, or perhaps you've been selling, you do fourth quarter, this won't be your first one, but some things that you get a little lazy on or that we slack on that we really got to be careful of during fourth quarter and Christmas. One, because the platforms are really looking and more strict, especially Amazon, and two, because customers have a different expectation during these months than they might have during the rest of the year, and they might be a little more harsh on you, and so there are mistakes and things that we want to try to avoid all year round, but definitely during fourth quarter. I got my little notepad here, I put it together for you guys, and so let's just jump right into it. And number one is not mixing up labels, shipping labels. So this seems really obvious. Don't ship the wrong stuff to people. You should never do this, but it becomes more likely to happen over the course of this time of year because you might be selling more items, you might be in a rush, you might be excited, you might be, try to get more stuff done, and so you don't want to mix up labels. It's very easy to have two labels and two shirts going to people and you accidentally stick them on the wrong one. It's a pain in the butt. You have to get people to try to ship them to each other or bring them back to you, and then you ship them back out. It ends up costing money and multiple labels. You end up spending $10, $15 in shipping or more if it was a heavy item. And it just delays people. They might want to cancel. They might want to leave you negative feedback. You might have to refund them as a sorry, even if they allow you to ship the pack. It's just a huge nightmare. So make sure you put together a system where you're writing on the labels or you're printing them out one at a time and putting the items. I don't really recommend that for time purposes, but if that's how you got to keep yourself straight, whatever it takes, make sure you don't mix up the labels. So number one is don't mix up shipping labels and ship people the wrong stuff. So this goes along with that, but it's number two, is don't be late shipping items. So late defects during Christmas, we know that late defects hurt you anyways. We definitely don't want to get those defects during Christmas where it's going to drive down our search during the busiest time of the year where we should be making the most sales. So don't get late shipments. Set a schedule, make sure that you're not being late on all of your packages. It's terrible, it's bad for search, it's bad business, bad for your customers, and eBay will ding you and destroy you over it. So don't be late. Okay, number three is kind of beyond your control, but it's something that I want you guys to be prepared for. During the Christmas holiday, we all know, and it's terrible that we have to talk about this, but theft off of porches is very prevalent during, November and December. People steal packages because they know lots of Christmas presents are going back and forth and holidays, and it's something you have to be weary of as a seller. Now remember, on Amazon, they're more strict about requiring signature protection, signature requirement. On eBay, it's only required for $750 up. Things under $750 only need to show they were delivered, and after that, it's kind of out of your control. But as a seller, I feel bad when those things happen, even though it's beyond my control. I don't typically punish myself, and eBay won't punish me for it, but I'll do everything I can to try to help, a buyer out. Now, with that being said, what I recommend is that, if an item is even, normally I don't use signature unless the item starts becoming 100, 200, 300. I won't necessarily wait for the 750, but if it gets to be expensive, I'll use it. During Christmas, $50, $60, $70 items, you might want to consider using signature required in more instances than you might usually use it because of the prevalence of porch pirates and thieves. So that's kind of the tip, for being aware of those type of things happening. Stay in contact with your buyers. If something comes up missing, tell them to keep an eye out. Tell them to, go look for their driver, go look for their friends and family, people that live with them, maybe ask the neighbor. With the increase in packages, deliveries to neighbors ends up happening more often. So these are all things to kind of keep an eye on and just be aware of during Christmas season. So that's number three. Number four is going to be customer service and questions. So it's best to respond as quickly as possible. People are looking to spend money now. They don't want to wait for you to respond in a day or two. Stay on top of your questions. I check all of my eBay questions when I wake up. Within the first hour of being awake, I have checked my eBay questions. I'll go about my business. Sometime during the day, I'm checking my questions again. And before I go to bed, I'm gonna check them again. That's every day for me. But it definitely needs to be 3 times a day during Christmas, especially if you sell a lot of items or have a lot of items. Expect there to be an increase in questions. Even if you list measurements, even if you do all that, people are gonna ask a lot of questions. Not to mention a lot of people who don't normally purchase on eBay throughout the rest of the year will purchase on eBay during the Christmas holiday. So that is number 4, is to be on top of your listings. Now, number 5 is something that you should do rather than something that you shouldn't do, and it's don't not list. There's going to be a ton of other people, sellers, who are listing lots of merchandise. They're going to be super active. And so if you are not listing, if you're not active, not only do you fall back in search and activity on your eBay account normally, during Christmas, since you have so much other competition and so many other people pushing hard, you're going to fall way down even more. And there's going to be more merchandise for sale, which means more competition. So you have to do everything you can to stay as active and fresh as possible. So that is number 5 on my list, is always be listing, always be consistent, always keep putting in fresh merchandise, right? Okay, so number 6 is another one that I think you really should do. During the holiday season, a ton of people are gonna offer free shipping. There's gonna be a ton of products pushed with free shipping. If you have lightweight first-class items under 16 ounces, I highly consider you adjusting your prices to allow for free shipping and offering free shipping. A lot of people will disagree with me on this one, and I'd love to hear your thoughts below in the comments. But I'm telling you guys right now, free shipping during regular hours, during regular months, is awesome. It works well, trust me. During Christmas, it's unbelievable, and it's something you're gonna have to compete with. So number 6 is consider offering free shipping and not overcharging or charging calculated. You know, I looked at somebody's boots the other day from like Michigan to Florida, which is half the country and actually probably a little more. It's pretty far distance, but these boots were probably, there's just a pair of women's boots I was looking at a store review on, and probably 3-4 pounds, and they were showing $21 to ship to me, and it was calculated shipping. When I see that, I'm like, whoa, you know, that person could have probably shipped them to me for $15, and they should have added 15 to the price and did free shipping. Sometimes on heavy items, 3, 4, 5 pounds, it's not the best, but definitely your first class ones, consider free shipping. Okay, that goes along into my next one, which is number 7, which is pricing your items for Christmas. Remember, things are worth more money during fourth quarter. If you're getting $25 for something or a certain type of something during the year, get 30, get 35, get $40. People will pay more money, they'll pay a premium. So the mistake you don't want to make is to underprice your items comparatively against everyone else during fourth quarter. So price your items correctly. Fourth quarter prices, start getting that profit, getting better money for those, okay? So the next one, number 8, is not running sales. So right along with free shipping, one of the biggest things that is, a mistake I see during Christmas, especially on your older inventory, some of that old inventory is primed to move because it's stuff that normally not a lot of people might be looking for. It's sellable, but right now during Christmas, you got all these people looking for items. There's a better chance you'll sell stuff. So put it on sale, run it, get people in, bring their attention to your items. And sales are a great way to do it. I'm talking about Markdown Manager, 10%, 15, 20, 30% off. Run those sales, adjust your prices if you have to. Running promotions is one of the best things that you can do. Number 9 is making offers to likers. Or watchers, excuse me. So this is something that I preach in almost every video, and when I do store reviews, that you have to use that offer to watchers. And it's amazing to me, I would guess out of the store reviews, probably done another couple hundred this month, 50% of people are not using that feature. 50%. That's half of every seller that I deal with in my Facebook group or here or YouTube or whatever, not using one of the most effective features on eBay, which is offers to watchers. And now with fourth quarter on, it'll be offers to people with items in their shopping cart. You have to use offers to watchers, otherwise you're missing out, leaving money on the table and missing out on a ton of sales. Also, putting best offer on your items, if you don't already have it, most of you do, but if you don't, it's certainly something that you can consider doing. So that's number 9. Number 10 is going to be an odd one, and it's just something that popped up to me recently. I've seen a lot of people who don't realize about rounding up. If their package is 1 pound, 1 ounce, they're doing 1 pound. Don't fudge numbers with your weights. Don't make the mistake of not having a scale or not weighing your items. I have a link to the items below that you can find. They're not my items, but it's the scale and the labels and everything that I use if you need to pick one up. Do yourself a favor if you don't have a scale. Get a scale, print your labels from home, stop going into the post office. That's part of this tip. Don't try to go to the post office during the holidays. It's a nightmare. You have to stand in line. If you're used to getting scans and you're used to standing in line, consider scheduling pickups for every single day. You can schedule them at least here, I think 30 days out. Maybe it's more than that, but I schedule mine like for each month. And have the mailman, you know, come to your door, knock on your door, and you can hand him your 10 packages and he'll sit and scan them right in front of you. You got your scan and you don't have to go stand in line. So number 10 is do shipping correctly. Use the right numbers, try not to stand in line, do everything that will maximize your time and profit on shipping without actually fudging or lying about the numbers. Kind of my bonus tip to you guys, this was supposed to be 10, kind of my bonus tip to you guys is get your store in order, get it in line, make sure your store is absolutely in the best shape that it can be. Follow all the tips I just gave you, all the tips I normally give you guys about, you know, changing pricing and sell-through rates and better items and all the stuff we talk about. And if you really truly need help and you want to make fourth quarter the best that it absolutely can be, don't hesitate. Email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Use the link below for store reviews. It's just $9 and I'll help you get everything in line. Get the training videos, get the guides on what to buy. This is your chance to make as much money as you want. In fact, if you're interested in one of those products, I'll put them down below with the links, and also I'll put a discount code for you guys. Use it before the end of tonight, end of tomorrow, before fourth quarter starts, and I'll give you a really good discount on them. Use that code below, you'll see it. And any questions at all, feel free to leave it in the comments or email me. Again, it's rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and hopefully these 10 mistakes or things not to do or do help you make fourth quarter the best that you possibly can. Good luck, you guys, with eBay, Amazon, Poshmark. If you need anything, I'm here for you. And hopefully we see all that money come in. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, a wonderful week to come, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.